101 tiles, round 4. The rat race has begun. With this initiative, who will come out ahead? Turn 1 Teal. Teal takes a confident hop onto tile 14 and sets this effect. Go back 1d6 spaces. Seems like the pawns this time around are really invested in this sinkhole. That's a 1/3 chance of ending up on tile 6 again. At this rate, the players will never escape the first fifth of the board. Turn 2 Maroon. Maroon's 2, no jokes this time, I promise, puts them onto tile 15. All current and future companions can participate in Rat Rumble. The GM decides how they work in battles. I was hoping for something like this. Now the cat from Maroon's other tile, as well as any future companions added, can do battle. We have ourselves a real creature tamer RPG here, provided this tile actually gets triggered. And this one. Turn 3 Magenta. Magenta goes straight for tile 11, which is the latest in Olive's chain of economic growth. The Ratigori 9 Hurricane is upon us. Rats now also trigger tiles they land on, which isn't relevant yet, but it probably will be soon, knowing this group. Magenta lands on tile 9 and calls into existence 6 more rats. There's now a total of 7 rats on tile 6. And Magenta gets to toss the old D5, but lands a minimum roll. That's still +1 to everyone, and 1 more for Mags. Look, your name is 3 syllables, that's a lot of work for me, you know? Yes, I know I'm the one who came up with it. Turn 4 Navy. Navy sees the D10 tile, because for some reason these pawns want to go backwards in a game about going forwards, and is so eager to backslide that they get a max roll and go all the way to tile 0. This was the starting tile, but it's also technically a blank tile, so Navy gets to set an effect here. You and your rats are training to become the very best. Your rat's attack and defense dice results get a +1, or health gets a +2. Well, it wouldn't be much of an RPG if you couldn't make numbers go up. The only issue is the accessibility of this tile, but if there's enough demand, such as if someone rolls poorly when initializing a rat companion, someone will find a way to make use of it. Turn 5 Sky. Sky takes a 6 and goes to tile 12, becoming the first pawn to start their journey into the world of rat taming. One lucky rat from tile 11 scurries over to become Sky's first partner. Rolling for stats, we get a 2 and a 1. That makes it a fire type with a maximum health of 2. Still, Sky seems to love their first child unconditionally and bestows upon it a name that will go down in legend. Kazuma Kuryo. Now we just need someone else to get a rat, and we can have our first rival battle. It's customary for these games, you know. Turn 6 Olive. How do you do, fellow council members? How about this? Well, that was enlightening. Anyway, Olive zips forward onto tile 17 and produces this effect. Each player may pay any amount of influence. The total amount of influence spent is X. Then the effect of this tile is changed to the following. All rats and players within Y tiles land on tile 11, where Y is the highest number possible without exceeding an influence cost of X. This tile triggers at the end of the next round. Man, that is some solid wording. I bet whoever wrote this is very handsome and charismatic. Anyway, like an influence spirit bomb, landing here allows everyone to lend the player their energy and create a tile that is disproportionately powerful for this stage of the game. Which will absolutely turn this snowball into an avalanche provided the other players are cooperative, and I have a hunch that some of them are. That's round 4 done and dusted. There is definitely something beautiful brewing here. Claim these next rolls and make history. 9 out of 10 pawns agree that doing YouTube stuff will lead to a healthier and happier life. As for the 10th pawn, well, they weren't subscribed so they weren't able to weigh in on that. Funny how things work out. Anyway, good luck players.